Champions League action returned to the Emirates next. Olympiacos brought genuine danger, but we were brimming with confidence after our flying start in Europe.
Lewis Skelly dinks one in, there's Martinelli! Wide in the end, but Arsenal have started this game very fast indeed. Gyökeres giving chase, Gyökeres in behind, and Martinelli will put it home. And he won't score an easier goal all season. The strength from Victor Gyökeres and the anticipation from Gabriel Martinelli. His second Champions League goal in 2 Champions League games. And there's Chiquinho trying to dink one into the box. Pires, it's a brilliant save. David Raya at his very best, and he needed to be. It's a lovely swivel from the Arsenal captain. Options to his left and right. Here's Leandro Trossard. Big opportunity for the Belgian. Now Pires. Now has some targets to aim for. El Kaabi's there. Raya saves, but El Kaabi follows up. And the offside flag is raised. Saka to the byline. There's Ødegaard. Blocked on the line. Well, everyone inside the stadium thought that was a second for the Gunners. Arsenal still on the front foot. Ødegaard back to the feet of Saka, and it squirms in. And Arsenal not only managed to hold on with this late pressure, but they make sure of the 3 points. And their 100% start to this season's Champions League remains intact.
Gabriel Martinelli's first half strike and Bukayo Saka's late second were enough to ensure we continued our 100% start to the league phase of the Champions League.
Yeah, I think those early wins in the Champions League were crucial to get off to a good start and start the Champions League campaign in the right way. But yeah, it was a good game and a good way to start, and it's always special to play the first game of the season in the Champions League, so it was a good one to get started off.
It was the Hammers' turn to visit North London in the Premier League as Declan Rice faced his former side. Mikel Arteta made 5 changes, with a host of big names returning to the team.
Bit of space now for their captain. Saka on the move, it's Bukayo Saka across for Gyökeres, who slipped at a vital moment, and Eze puts it over.
Oh, Eze can't believe it. Holds his head in his hands.
Heading in that direction again. Saka, will he get the benefit? Oh, he will! But the offside flag has been raised. No goal for Arsenal. Zubimendi. Here is Eberechi Eze! And Declan Rice on the follow-up! And he scores against his former side yet again. They've had to be patient. They've had to bide their time. But finally, the Gunners make it 1-0 to the Arsenal. Saka shown inside, finding Jurien Timber, who turns brilliantly. And there's Calafiori! Off the post and away. So close on his so-called weaker right side. Here's Timber inside the penalty area. Did he get brought down? He did! John Brooks points to the spot. Malik Diouf the guilty party, and Arsenal have an opportunity to make this a far more comfortable afternoon. Saka up against Alphonse Areola, scores! And Saka brings up his double century of Premier League appearances with a goal, his 100th direct goal contribution in this competition. Arsenal star boy takes centre stage.
A reunion goal for Rice and Bukayo Saka scoring on his 200th Premier League appearance meant we moved to the top of the table with 7 games gone. It was time for a short trip to Fulham next. Bukayo Saka wore the captain's armband in Martin Odegaard's absence. Leandro Trossard and Victor Gyökeres also made the starting lineup.
He made the space there for Trossard, flicks it, it's Calafiori, what a finish! Ricardo Calafiori. Oh, what a pity, the whistle's gone. It was a fantastic finish. That's better, Saka, now Gyökeres, here's an opportunity, good save from Leno. And it's going to go back into his hands, the first time Gyökeres got into space.
Gyökeres peeling off the shoulder again, he puts plenty behind it.
Now Eze, hope to get on the ball a bit more in the second half. Bit of space for him here, plays one in. It's come through, Trossard has time, drags it wide. Fulham still have it. Here's Iwobi, plays it back across, shot comes in and it's over the top from Wilson. But that was just a sign where Fulham can be dangerous. Pushing for the opening goal, over comes the delivery. This time it's in from Trossard. Trossard turns it in from close range and the Gunners have the lead.
Leandro Trossard steps up and turns in from close range. It's a brilliant Arsenal set piece. They've had enough goes this evening from those corners.
Nice play there by Trossard, feeding Saka. Good skill, Saka, good save from Leno. That was a wonderful stop. Saka's really involved in the second half. He's now becoming a real menace, and that's a free kick. Is it, or is it a penalty? It's a penalty. It's just inside the box. VAR will check it. It's very, very tight, this.
Fulham 22 makes a challenge and plays the ball. Therefore, no foul is committed. No penalty, restarts a drop ball to the goalkeeper.
Gyökeres, smart save, the rebound. Nearly put in by Martinelli, double save by Leno.
Our 8th clean sheet in 11 games meant a win on the road as Trossard became our 10th different Premier League scorer of the season. A glamour fixture in the Champions League group stage. Diego Simeone's Atletico Madrid at the Emirates. A real European test, with their defensive structure making them one of the toughest teams in the world to break down.
Eze, still going, shot takes a deflection, it might dip in, it's hit the crossbar and the rebound, is off target from Rice, so close.
There's a superb strike, get a deflection, but I think they're very lucky to get away with that one.
Oh, that's a wonderful effort, it struck the crossbar. Alvarez again spinning away. Rice, good ball in, flicked on and in! That's the goal Arsenal were waiting for. And it's Gabriel who steers it in.
That's a superb delivery there from Declan Rice. Loads of whips, a fantastic area. All he's got to do is get a little touch on it, and in it goes.
Skelly kept his cool there, turns away. And coming forwards, Miles Lewis-Skelly holding off a couple of challenges. Martinelli! Oh, what a goal! Superb from Arsenal! Lewis-Skelly finding Martinelli, and that was only going into one place, and that was the back of the net.
Yeah, that's a superb finish from Martinelli, but Lewis-Skelly's done all the hard work from midfield area, driven through, committed a defender and slipped Martinelli in. What a fantastic goal that is.
Here's Martinelli again, pulls it across, danger. Here's Gyökeres, he gets his goal, he does! Victor Gyökeres has got his goal. And Arsenal now lead 3-0.
There you go, he's got his reward. He's worked very, very hard this game, so I'm glad he's got it.
Rice, deeper one. Header comes in, and it's in! Bundled in from close range. And Gyökeres turns away again, and Arsenal have a 4th goal.
Yeah, it's all about the delivery again. The pace and power on that, but he's got his 2nd.
Look at the reaction there, that says it all.
A dominant European performance as Gyökeres capped a stunning night with a brace to make it 4. A massive win to continue our 100% winning start in the competition.
I just remember I score and I give assist. Of course, was a top game for me as well, and for the team. and yes, it was amazing game, and Champions League against a big team as well. So yeah, for me it was amazing day.
We went in search of our 700th Premier League win next against Eberechi Eze's former club and London rivals Crystal Palace.
Here come Palace again. Munoz, danger here. Munoz forcing the save out of Wright. That's about the second or third time where Palace are getting in behind Arsenal.
Look at this for a nice little feed. It was just offside, I think.
Arsenal have kept possession. Declan Rice. Trossard cuts inside, shoots, forces a save from Henderson. Rice's delivery. Just bounced away, shot comes in, and it's Eze! Eze against his former club with a fine finish. 1-0 to the Arsenal.
Look at that. Proud to be an Arsenal player, chest puffed out, pointing to the sky. And look at that. Almost like a karate kick. Bang! No chance for Henderson. Great finish.
Rice goes short to Eze, but gets it back, Declan Rice, with his left foot now, clips one in. Header comes in, oh, it's off the bar. And Rice again. There's a handball appeal in there, the ball was charged down, it's still not cleared. So close to a second goal. Saka cuts inside. Saka shoots! Ooh. Not far wide.
Oh, a lovely bit of play from Arsenal. Gabriel will get that far post, he hits the crossbar, and then this strike from Rice. And then Saka goes close.
Gabriel looking for the run of Trossard. He almost took it down, he did! Right across, and it's off the line. Last ditch defending. Over it comes. Tremendous delivery! And it's just off target. There was a roar around the stadium. Everyone thought it was in.
Our 10th clean sheet in 13 games in all competitions, and an acrobatic Eze strike to seal it.
Willow and Gabi are a massive part of the success of the team. You know, the way they defend, the way they carry the people and help each other. It's incredible, the partnership that they have together, and I include myself in there as well, because we have a really good relationship. This is the third season that all three play together, and you can see those relationships that each of us know where each of one of us is at the every single moment. So we have those relationships to hold the team and to hold the team to win games.
It was Carabao Cup 4th round action next, and another night of history, with Max Dowman named in the starting 11 at 15 years and 302 days old, our youngest ever competitive starter. Andre Harriman-Anus also made his debut, and cup-keeper Kepa returned in goal.
Here's the Kuiper, works it inside, Baleba gives that away to Nwaneri for Arsenal. And to Mikel Merino, and it's just wide. You can see what he was trying to do, Mikel Merino. He took it on nice and early. It's broken nicely for Brighton. Here is Jorginho Rutter, and he's worked it to the right-hand side, and Simas is in for Brighton, and it's just wide. But Arsenal living dangerously at the back, not for the first time this evening, David.
No, it was a lovely ball across from Rutter, but Kepa done a really good job of cutting the angle down.
Eze into Merino, lovely flick from Merino. Lewis Skelly cuts it back, Nwaneri's effort, oh, and it's into the bottom corner. Brilliantly worked Arsenal move. A real bit of quality in the final third, and Arsenal, who have struggled to create chances all night really, have finally found their breakthrough. Timber looking to play Harriman-Anus in, and Steele makes the save. Saka picks up the rebound. rebound and turns it in. And Arsenal are surely on their way to the next round of the Carabao Cup. Bukayo Saka off the bench and onto the score sheet. Arsenal 2, Brighton 0.
It's another nice break from Arsenal, and he don't miss from there.
Brink for Trossard. Will he take it on from distance? He does, and it comes back off the upright.
This strike from Trossard beats steel, doesn't it? Just inches past his fingertips.
Our 250th League Cup match ended in style as we booked our place in the quarter-finals. At the end of October, we were progressing nicely in all competitions and sat 4 points clear of Bournemouth at the top of the Premier League table. It had been another tough month for Nottingham Forest, who parted company with their second manager of the season, Ange Postecoglou, after just 39 days in charge. A trip to Turf Moor was on the agenda as we returned to Premier League action. We headed to Lancashire on the back of 8 consecutive wins across all competitions, with momentum firmly on our side. Mikel Arteta made 10 changes from midweek, with Leandro Trossard making his 100th league appearance for us.
Rice's delivery, it's a deeper one, and it's in. And it's Gyökeres who's turned it in from close range. Another Arsenal goal from another corner. 1-0.
It's unbelievable statistically what Arsenal are doing from corners. Oh, look at that little layup from Gabriel. And Gyökeres finds himself in the middle, just has to nod it in.
Gyökeres, Saka in a bit of space. Can he get away? He is away. Bukayo Saka. Dubravka with the save. Eze can't get onto the rebound. Arsenal will feel that should have been 2. Saka got away. Here come Arsenal again. It's a late one, but Eze onto Gyökeres. And Saka, Dubravka with a really good save. Trossard cuts back inside, he shoots, it's off the line. Burnley living very dangerously. That could have easily been 2-0.
Yeah, Arsenal are just like a knife through butter around that penalty box. But Dubravka comes up with a great save. Trossard with a follow-up, and it's blocked on the line.
Kick on Arsenal. Leandro Trossard clips one in. Rice with the header. Terrific goal. 2-0 to the Gunners, and it's Declan Rice.
Oh, that's such smooth work from Trossard. When he lifts that little ball in for Declan Rice, he knows he's got one opportunity. It's got to be right on the money. Unbelievable ball in. Arsenal deserved 2-0 leaders here.
Cullen ran into an Arsenal cul-de-sac there. Nwaneri, lovely feet. Really good feet from Ethan Nwaneri. Danger here for Burnley. Still Nwaneri! Just wide. Individual brilliance though in the build-up. Does look like Marcus Edwards is shaping up here. And he forces Raya into action, and Arsenal's clean sheet remains intact. Burnley nearly snatching a late goal at the end.
2 first-half headers from Victor Gyökeres and Declan Rice gave us a 5th straight Premier League win and our 9th consecutive victory in all competitions, our longest winning run since October 2018. Next, a visit to Prague for our 4th Champions League fixture as we went in search of a win that would continue our unblemished European record in the league phase.
Saka doesn't use him, uses him as a decoy. Takes a shot, forces a save, palmed away by Markovic.
Yeah, really good play from Bukayo Saka. We said we want to get him involved a little bit more.
Saka sends one over. Gabriel was in there, got a flick, deflected, and it's another corner.
Actually looked like it was handball there from Provard. I thought there might be a VAR check.
Penalty. Saka scores. Markovic went the correct way, but it's a fine penalty into the corner of the net. And Arsenal are in front then by a goal to 0. The last time these two sides met, Arsenal won here 4-0. Saka was on the score sheet. Ball comes in. Marino was totally unmarked. And Arsenal have doubled their lead. It was as simple as that early in the second half. And Arsenal are in control here. Wright again. Oh, it's gone in! Mikel Merino got the final touch, and Arsenal now lead by 3-0.
So Markovic, shocking goalkeeping.
Ball comes in. Well, there's a penalty.
That is not a penalty.
Now he's going to the monitor.
Ben White gets the ball. There.
No penalty. So the clean sheet remains intact.
Bukayo Saka's 12th Champions League goal and 21 goals in 2025 for Mikel Merino. But it was Max Dowman who made history, becoming the youngest ever Champions League player at 15 years and 308 days.
It was a good game against Slavia Prague, and we were on the good run of not conceding a single goal, so yeah, we were happy. And it was not easy because it was a away game, Champions League, so it's never easy. It was cold, and it was not an easy team to play against, so yeah, we won 3-0 and kept a clean sheet, so yeah, it's a good memory.
It was a trip to informed Sunderland next, the first time for us in 8 years. It also meant a meeting with former gunner and new Black Cats captain Granit Xhaka.
Back by Traoré, there's a big chance, and it's Dan Ballard against his former side. The Arsenal Academy graduate gives Sunderland the lead. Declan Rice who wins it back. Merino, options, one's on the right, that's Saka! Arsenal are back level. And it's Bukayo Saka, the star boy in Sunderland. Oh, Declan Rice was so quick to pounce. Mikel Merino held it up, and Saka was emphatic with the finish. Saka's ball in towards Merino, Roof's punch. There's Zubimendi off the crossbar, and Eze on the follow-up. And somehow the game is still tied at 1-1.
What a strike from Zubimendi.
Trossard. Top of the shoulder, opens up the shot, and that is a beauty from Arsenal's Belgian. They needed a moment of inspiration, and boy, did they get it. Trey Hume puts one back in towards Ballard, who did get the flick on, and it's been turned in. Ryan Brobby pops up right at the death. It's worked its way to Arsenal's captain, who can deliver. There's Calafiori, and surely Mikel Merino. Dan Ballard in the way.
2 points dropped at the death denied us an 11th straight victory in all competitions in a topsy-turvy affair. The North London derby at the Emirates under the lights. 6 points clear at the top of the table. We have the chance to stamp our authority on the league and settle a pre-season score against our fierce rivals. Never a game for the faint-hearted. Piero Hincapié was handed his first Premier League start for the Gunners.
Merino. Early ball in, Trossard takes it down, and it's in! Leandro Trossard does it again! Arsenal 1, Tottenham 0!
Oh, the little magic man with a lovely touch. What a run behind the Tottenham defence. He zigzags in and out, and Mourinho with a delightful ball to break the line to find him.
Yeah, deflects and spins into the corner of the goal, and Arsenal are leading the North London derby. Timber joins the attack. Good ball in, actually, but then headed away. Rice touches it on. Eze. Still Eze, good feet. Eze! 2-0! The Gunners have doubled their leads, and it's Eze! 2-0! Got the shot away, got the power on it. Vicario could do little to keep it out. And the Gunners are in dreamland here, 2-0. Arsenal looking to get off to a quick start in the second half here. Bit of space, shot comes in, it is 3!
Oh my God!
And it's Eze again! What a start to the second half!
Well, there's still people trying to pile back in and get into their seats, and they can't believe they've looked up from trying to look where their feet were going. They've heard a cheer. Ball's in the back of the net.
Well, this time Zuvetti and Richarlison has gone early. Tried to lob Wright. That's a fantastic goal.
Got to give it to Richarlison. May have given his side a little bit of hope with that, and it is a lovely finish.
Marino held it up well. Trossard, good first touch. Plays it inside. Eze on for the hat-trick! 4-1 to Arsenal! And it's the Eberechi Eze show. Fantastic!
This one, a right-footed strike, takes it out of his body. No chance for the Tottenham goalkeeper.
And that will seal the job here. Arsenal 4, Tottenham 1.
A day that will live long in the memory. Eberechi Eze completed the first North London derby hat-trick since 1978 to seal a famous 4-1 victory.
Way to summarise the feeling of scoring a hat-trick in a North London derby, no, there's no way to summarise that. I think that's one of those moments that you just feel it, you experience it, and you thank God for it every single day. And yeah, man, to put it into words is difficult. But yeah, I loved every moment.
It was back to Champions League action next, and another marquee fixture, Bayern Munich at the Emirates. The only two unbeaten sides left in the competition, set to go head-to-head in North London. Christian Mosquera and Mars Lewis Skelly both return to the starting lineup for the biggest test of our European campaign so far.
Saka plays one in, and the header comes in, and it's a goal for Timber. Jurriën Timber has scored, and it's Arsenal 1, Bayern Munich 0. Fine header. Nice touch, looking for Kay, well read by Saliba. Eze, lovely first touch, lovely play. Marino, back to Eze. Eze tries to slot it past Neuer, and it goes wide.
Oh, I'm wondering whether Marino should have took the opportunity of a shot, but you can't resist giving the ball back to Eze when he gives it to you in that position and he makes the space.
The ball up to Elise, nice touch in, that's a wonderful goal. So well taken. And it's the youngster who's put them level, Carl.
But it's the ball across from Elise. It's just on a plate for him.
Rice, good first touch. Declan Rice still going. Still Declan Rice. And still it deflects. And somehow it doesn't go in. It's in Neuer's hands.
Here's Declan Rice. That's a good save by Neuer with a left foot.
It's a loose one. Rice is onto it quickly. Eze. Calafiori drills it across. And it's in! And Arsenal lead!
And it's Madueke gets the goal, but it's Calafiori that every player's run to first of all.
Martinelli back there, who's continued his run. Eze spotted him. Martinelli goes, Neuer's out of his goal. Martinelli should be in here. This will be 3 for Arsenal. And Martinelli has scored. Neuer came flying out. Martinelli was too quick for him. And Arsenal 2 goals in front now. And it's Martinelli.
3-1 Arsenal, brilliant.
A sensational second half showing earned us all 3 points in this top of the table clash and left us as the only unbeaten side in the Champions League.
Bayern, it was great. It's always nice to play against the big teams in Europe, and it's not different with them. So it was really nice to get the win. As I said, the atmosphere was also amazing, and yeah, we did enjoy that game. Yeah, it was really good.
A short trip to Stamford Bridge next, as Enzo Maresca's Chelsea stood in our way. After a bout of injuries, Mikel Arteta rejigged the team as we look to extend our 6-point lead over the Blues at the top of the Premier League table.
Brought down beautifully by Eze. And look at the space here for Bukayo Saka.
It was a decent long throw there, but this first touch is good. Saka just pulls out nice and wide. It's a great first touch. He's slightly offside maybe.
Esteval. Twisting, turning, releasing João Pedro. And Esteval's there to follow up and skies that one well over the crossbar. In field for Marino, who finds Eze. Bit of space now, open on the left-hand side. Marino still down. He's been told to go to his screen, Anthony Taylor. I think surely there's only one answer here. And Moises Caicedo is immediately dismissed. 5 minutes to be added on at the end of this first half. It's Rice, it's Martinelli! And it required a fine stop low down to his right from Robert Sanchez to keep him at bay. And Chelsea take the lead. One man down, but now a goal up, and it's Trevor Chalobah flicking it on at the near post. Odegaard. Saka to the byline and able to cut back, and that's a really good ball, and it's Mikel Merino. Deja vu as Merino scores a header against Chelsea again, and they have the momentum. It's Chelsea 1, Arsenal 1. Merino, it's actually his 10th Premier League goal, and Arsenal back on level terms. 7 of those have been headers, but he's got the ball at his feet here. Mikel Merino, saved out to his left by Robert Sanchez, and now Victor Gyökeres had every right to go sliding in.
A point in a tightly contested London derby as we came from 1 goal down to earn a draw. As November came to an end, we sat 5 points clear at the summit of the standings, ahead of Manchester City in second. The title race was taking shape at the top of the table, while at the bottom, Wolves have picked up just 2 points and had sacked manager Vitor Pereira earlier in the month.